Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Access. In this module, I want to continue building the booking database that I've been working on. So just to recap, if I go to Database Tools and Relationships, this is what we've got so far. We've got a bookings table, which has got a one-to-many link with customers and courses. Now I want to create a form, first of all, for customers. So if I click on customers, which I am on, I'm going to create form. I'll just do the default one. So that will pick up what each customer has purchased. So at the moment, this is in layout view, but if I click on the form button, that is how this would be. And if I come through the records or the customers, so that customer has 2 courses, and if I keep coming through, none. I went to the end there, should go back. 2, none, 1, 1, 1. So there's some courses that have been bought by different customers, and I can use this form to select a course. So if I select Excel, for example, and then just press tab to come across and do today's date, which is control semicolon, and let's say this person buys 3 sessions at £200, and then I press tab again. That's a calculated field which we did at the table. So this is working for that person, so I can use this as my input reference for bookings. So I'm going to save this table. So if I just close this down, it will ask me, I'll say yes, and I'll call that FRM. So it's a form that is looking at that table, customers. Clicking OK to that, down it goes and it sits over here. If I open it up again, it's ready to go. Now I could obviously edit this and make these a bit smaller, so I can do that in layout view for this little bit. So if I just bring this across, probably to there, so that sits in a box. If I click off that, that's how that would work. But if I go into design of this form, I can actually do that separately. But what I've got to do is break this group of icons, because these are all like a table. This is called a layout. So if I go up to the top here where it says arrange, what you've got to do is remove the layout feature by clicking that. Now these are all independent boxes. If I click off it for a second, I can now adjust these one at a time if I so wish, which I will do because I don't need a big box for that. Customer name, maybe in my database they're only going to be small, so I'm going to make that quite small, as with the sectors as well. But you could adjust them to be whatever size you want. Save the changes, have a look at the form, and then that's how that would look. And if you go through it like that, yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Close that down. That form's done. So what I want to do now is have a look at some queries so I can pull off some information and create reports on the information. So if I go to the bookings table first off, let's have a look what's going on there. So these are the bookings that have been inputted through a form. So that customers, this is the form that they're inputted through. But if I open this one from before, this is also a form that I could utilize to input the information in. It's totally up to you which you do. And I could also create a new customer from here by just clicking on this little asterisk at the bottom there. All of that is blank, and I can create a new customer, which I will do, so you can see how it works. And I'll just call this It's Easy, E capitals. And sector will be IT. That's a drop down list. And then that's the customer ready to go. Haven't booked anything. So if I come forward, that's a new customer again. I could have clicked the asterisk. If I go back, I'm back onto that one. So I will book a course on for that company. So I'll say they did Excel course. Press tab key, control semicolon for today's date, quantity 2, price 200. Press tab and tab again to come off. Always come off the record so it sits in there, and then you can close this down and just check. If I come back into the customers table first off, I've got It's Easy at the bottom there, look, been added in. And if I go to the bookings table, that last booking there has been added in. So customer ID, if I click that down, it's telling me there, look, it's easy, which is correct. So all that is working how I want it to work. But what I want to do now is have a look at a query that's going to total the spend by customer. So let's have a look at doing that one. So create query design. So I need the customers table, customers, just drag that on. You've got it over here as well, but I don't need to do it from there. I can just do it from here. Customers and then bookings. There's a one-to-many link there, so that's okay. So I want customer name, and then I want course from here. In fact, what I'm going to do is I know that's just going to be an ID number. I'm going to bring courses across as well, so that's the whole database sitting in here, because then I can get the courses. Now, let's have a look at that. I don't want that link there. Let's break that. And then, so I've got customer name, and I want course from here. Not course ID, course. But from here, I want quantity and booking total. I'm not bothered about price. Let's see what happens when I run that one. So I've got the companies, courses, and then the actual total. Now, what it's doing here is it's repeating companies there. Look, Bill IT twice. It's done 2 courses. So what I could do is go back into here and select this symbol, which is going to let me group by. So it's got group by customers and group by courses, and then quantity group by. So quantity, I want that to sum the quantity, could be a count of the quantity, and then definitely sum the total. Let's have a look at that. So now we've still got the 2 courses, 2 companies should I say. So what I need to do is maybe count courses. So I can't have group by twice, so I'll just count it. Count. Run it again. Now it's doing it. So I can't have 2 group bys. You've got to just group by 1 column. So grouping by company, they're all the separate companies, how many courses they've had, and students. This will be students, and then the total sum of it, like that. Now these labels, you can change these labels just to be, makes more sense than count of courses. If I go back into design and get myself in front of there, in front of this C, and just put course attended, no spaces, colon. So that's changed it. And then in front of that one, I'll just call students, colon. That's renaming that. And then this last one, just put total, colon, and then run that. Let's have a look at that. So now we've got courses attended. So each one of these companies have attended 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Number of total students, and then the actual price per company. So I'm okay with that. So I will save that one. Save QRY company analysis, or something like that. Now what you have to record is totally up to you as a business. So that's something I would want to know about. Later on in a different video, I'll show you how to create an invoice generated from the bookings table and things like that. But different queries you need to run to get the information that you want for your database. Now, if I close that down, so I'll come across here. This one, I want to run a report on that. So create report. I'll just go for the default one and see what it looks like. That's okay. I'll go to close that and it will ask me if I want to save it. I'll say yes. And then I'll put RPT in front of all of that. So it's a report that's looking at that query. Like so. Click OK. Now, there it is. If I right click on it and go into design from here, I can change the title here, get rid of that. I don't need QRY there, and I can space that out as a normal sentence. And everything else I can leave the same. Just save that change, have a look at it. There we go. Oh, that's a bit truncated. It's got the summary on there, so I need to go back into that and sort that out. So it's down the bottom here. This box needs to be a bit deeper. So click. Let's have a look at that. And it also needs to be formatted to currency. Format it to currency, go back into it, click on it, go into properties and format, and then from there type in C and it's giving you currency. Close that off. Run that again. I'll have a look at it again. So now £5,525 is the total income of these courses. Where it's got course attended, and this you can space those out as well. So if I go back into design and just these are just labels, so I can get up there, space that out, and that one. Students, totals, everything else is okay. These are the fields, you don't touch those. Yeah, so everything is okay. Save the changes, and that is that report done. So just to recap, we created a form that will allow us to input new bookings and new customers. We've created a query that allows us to analyze what each company is spending, and then we've generated a report based on that query. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video. So hopefully this is of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.